Hello star seekers. This is Jeannie from Horoscope Forecasts 369. Whether you're an Aries or a Pisces, we're here to guide you. Let's cut through the cosmic noise and dive into today's horoscope predictions. Saturday, July 15th, 2023. The astrology of today, all signs. The moon continues its transit of Gemini until 1:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, when it heads into Cancer. While we can be especially curious with the Gemini Moon, spending more time than usual in our minds, we seek more comfort and familiarity with the Cancer Moon, emphasizing our attachments and feelings. This transit encourages us to center ourselves and let go of overthinking. We favor comfort over satisfying our curiosity. With a Venus-Neptune Queen Kinks today, we might want to see things realistically on the one hand and prefer to nurture a fantasy or look the other way on the other. Under this influence, there can be insecurity or doubts about others or our own feelings and perceptions. Indecision is possible. The moon is void from 8:35 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with the moon's last aspect before changing signs, a square to Neptune, until the moon enters Cancer at 1:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Today's Aries horoscope. Decision-making can be challenging at times today, dear Aries, and lukewarm positions and feelings are not your favorite. Past matters or guilt can emerge and interfere with the present. There can be confusion about a love issue or a relationship and a lack of reliable answers. However, increasingly as the day advances, you benefit from stabilizing influences. Your calm mentality and organizational skills are especially in demand. You're in a cycle that encourages your interest in projects, learning, and communications, and this theme is in the spotlight today. People gravitate to your advice and intelligence. Details you may have missed recently become more apparent, making this a good time to pay more attention to a special area of interest. You're putting in the extra effort and feeling good about doing so. Today's Taurus horoscope. Today's Venus-Neptune aspect can have you misreading signals or dealing with someone tiptoeing around the truth, dear Taurus. There can be up and down moods, primarily because looks can be deceiving temporarily. Allow yourself extra time to process things. This somewhat awkward energy might prompt you to significantly improve vulnerable areas of your life. However, as the day advances, you find it easier to see things clearly. In fact, problem solving is favored, and a steadier mood is most welcome. You're making smart decisions and seeing your priorities. You might give good advice, and you become far less distracted. A patient and orderly approach works best, helping to alleviate stress. You're self-motivated, dealing with details that may have been missed, or that you didn't want to see, in the past. You're in a longer-term cycle that finds you especially interested in making your life more secure, and today's energies highlight this theme. Today's Gemini horoscope. Today's Venus-Neptune aspect can leave you feeling like you're on the fence, dear Gemini, but it's temporary. Aim to avoid wasting time and psychic energy on matters you can't change. If feeling a little out of sorts motivates you to make improvements, however, then you're in great shape now. It may not be easy to see progress, but little steps count, and it feels more natural as the day advances. You're in a strong, longer-term cycle for independent work, commitment, and personal pursuits that require some dedication and focus. Your heart is genuinely into your work and projects, and steadying energies later today can be relieving. Your ability to focus improves. It's an excellent time to focus on the details rather than the bigger picture, particularly if you tie up loose ends on a project. You feel most accomplished if you pay special attention to things you've overlooked or let slide. You're making smart decisions and seeing your priorities with a clearer vision. Today's Cancer horoscope. With today's Venus-Neptune aspect, discontent is possible, dear Cancer, but ideally, it stimulates you to make needed adjustments. It's not a time for moving ahead straightforwardly, but you can get some little things done that ultimately help you advance. Interactions can be confusing or emotional bias can color much of what is communicated. However, as the day progresses, it's far easier to put aside problems and focus on what matters most. In fact, you're very well positioned to sort your thoughts and things. You're feeling less overwhelmed or scattered, and you are in better shape to focus on the details rather than the bigger picture. Practicality and willingness to draw upon common sense can help you lock something down, and increased clarity feels good. You're in a great cycle for working behind the scenes or working more determinedly and happily independently, and it's easier to tap into this type of energy today. Today's Leo horoscope. Today's Venus-Neptune Queen Kinks can make it difficult to please others, dear Leo, and yourself. It signals that some form of realignment or rerouting can benefit you. There is a focus on relationships, but there is also contradictory energy involved, and until you find out what's bothering you, finding your emotional center may be difficult. The day advances with more clarity. In fact, there's favorable energy with you for communications projects, publishing, and smart thinking. It can be a good time to run business ideas by friends or to make plans and strategies with others. You're inclined to want to do something practical, sound, or helpful. You might arrive at a new level of respect or reliability in a relationship. Indeed, focusing on long-term happiness goals is healing at this time. Today's Virgo horoscope. With today's Venus-Neptune transit, you may not be getting the full story, dear Virgo, or you could feel stuck in the past. You have a lot on your mind these days, and you may not always feel present with others. Today, this tendency can be problematic. However, as the day advances, you're in far better shape with clarity, processing, and focus. It's a strong time to draw upon experience and wisdom and apply it to a current problem. You're also in great shape for quiet study or productive musing. Dealing with responsibilities rather than hiding from them is satisfying. You'll find it easier to focus on your priorities more attentively than usual. It's also a great time to notice and handle details. You'll be more patient and persistent when working toward important goals. Today's Libra horoscope. Seeing both sides of the coin is your strength, dear Libra, but it can leave you undecided. With today's Venus-Neptune transit, choosing between alternatives can be even more challenging than usual. Clear-cut choices are not straightforward temporarily. You may need to wait things out. Fortunately, you feel more grounded and enjoy focusing on getting things in order later today. You're in a cycle that favors committing to a learning or publishing pursuit, and you can feel quite passionate about it. Today, this energy is in emphasis. You might discover opportunities to concentrate and focus, which you appreciate more than usual. Making lists or writing out intentions can also help you sort out mind clutter. A special someone might come through for you now. Today's Scorpio horoscope. With a somewhat awkward Venus-Neptune transit in play today, dear Scorpio, you're unlikely to feel on top of your schedule temporarily. It's challenging to separate your personal life and responsibilities, leading to poor attention spans and perhaps even some misunderstandings. As the day advances, it becomes far easier to zero in on your priorities and focus. In fact, you may want to put in extra effort to learn, study, or perfect a project or craft. It can be quite pleasurable to work on a project or venture designed to last. You might instead take special care of your responsibilities, and it's satisfying to do so. You may be getting some solid work done or sorting through a previously frustrating or disorganized situation. You're in the right frame of mind for taking care of business. Today's Sagittarius horoscope. With today's Venus-Neptune minor challenge, dear Sagittarius, it's not an ideal time to get solid answers. You may even lose a little confidence in a plan or person, and mixed signals abound. It may be better to keep the status quo and defer important decisions for another time, even later today. In fact, clarity comes far more easily as the day advances. Working toward a specific goal in a step-by-step fashion gets the right results, and you're likely to enjoy more focus and stability. It can be a fine time to learn new things and make substantial progress on your projects. Work and problem solving are highly favored, or a commitment to make improvements comes more readily. An active purpose or focus can help improve your relationships. Today's Capricorn horoscope. With a Venus-Neptune aspect in play, it isn't an ideal time for trusting your perceptions or smooth relating, dear Capricorn. Try to avoid counting on someone to do what you expected they would. Moods are up and down, and people are flaky temporarily. However, as the day advances, great energy is with you for work and health improvement. You can get to the very root of a problem. You're in a good cycle for bringing more order and structure to your daily routines, committing to a work project or a health and wellness program, or truly enjoying the work you do or the services you provide. This theme is in the spotlight later today, and you might appreciate its grounding energy. You'll see time wasters for what they are, and you may stumble upon methods that help you tighten up your work or routines. Today's Aquarius horoscope. With today's Venus-Neptune transit, it takes more work to see one another clearly, dear Aquarius. Wishful thinking can interfere with perceptions. Similarly, you may not have confidence in your intuition, but it's temporary. In the meantime, it's best to avoid making impactful decisions based on what you feel in the moment, as things are evolving. Later today, clarity comes more naturally. In fact, you can make good headway in a creative or communications project. You're more focused and willing to put in the effort necessary to make progress. Achieving long-term results is an important and motivating goal. While you're pretty self-motivated, collaboration can be in positive focus. Today's Pisces horoscope. A lack of a solid plan may be at the root of interrupted plans today, dear Pisces, with a minor Venus-Neptune challenge. It's easy to feel distracted or overwhelmed as a result. Romantic interests can be contradictory, and mixed signals are likely. Try not to allow vague worries and doubts to hold you back, but waiting for a better time to declare or process complicated feelings might be better. Later today brings far more clarity and focus. Energies favor practical things and activities around the home or with family. After a scattered feel, stable influences can be most welcome and grounding. A patient and methodical approach can help you resolve problems and reduce stress. Transits boost work and health improvement, and you can feel good about committing to something specific. It can be very healing and rewarding to pour more of your energies into your personal life. As we wrap up, I'm Jeannie thanking you for tuning in to Horoscope Forecasts 369. Remember, these are guides, but your will shapes your destiny. Like, share, subscribe for more astro insights, and let the stars guide you until we meet again. Take care.